Hello and good morning, everybody. This is Sunaina, and I'm back once again to doing this reading. It's a love reading for the sign of Virgo, pertaining to the month of February 2019, guys. Virgos, what is news for you at this point in time? Now, I think we have discussed, or I have told you about your spiritual implications of this year 2019 with Neptune in your seventh house with your past reports, which is your karmic report. Okay. Now, since this trend is still very much in effect for you, I think what it is this that this transit that is happening in your seventh house of your karmic relationship. Basically, on the surface, this transit is showing you, Virgos, a desire for ideal love. Now, basically, this is what is happening. There is a deeper agenda that is coming up in your love house, and the cosmos is guiding you little by little to the realization of spiritual love, which is your real love or the real ideal. Now, no human being, please remember, no human being can ever completely fulfill this ideal or ideology in their life, at least not in the present state of our evolution. But again, for you guys, once your contact is made with the inner lover, that's your divine, all one's love needs are fulfilled, but it's going to take you time, okay? So, whether you are in a relationship, in a love relationship or not, you will still basically feel the same kind of urge, okay? You will feel, you will always feel loved because of your divine connection, guys, okay? So, therefore, I mean, what I mean to say is that you will never feel lonely, okay? It is love for you in the present time is only a thought away. If you want it, you can bring it back, which will, of course, need your turn of attention. But this, again, remember, Virgo, this won't happen to you overnight. It's a gradual process. It's going to take you time. Okay. So, this is basically the news for the sign of Virgo at this present moment that I was trying to touch upon with regards to your love situation. But again, over here we have the cards for you at this point in time with regards to your energy, to your connection with your lover, with your current love, in your love relationship. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I see here, Virgo, for the month of February 2019, guys, okay? Now, your basic theme of the month are the two cards in here that I have. One is the Queen of Wands and one is Justice. So basically, what it is telling me is that if you want to bring the justice back into your love life, Virgo, you will definitely have to adhere to your method that the Queen of Wands definitely has in her. Okay, so basically, the Queen of Wand is a seductive person. She's able to use her seductions, the charm of her seductions. She's basically a charming person. She has the charisma, she has the beauty. She is somebody in the life of whoever she is with at this point in time. She is kind of a social butterfly. She likes social events, and that actually allows this person, the Queen of Wands, to shine the light from within her, okay? But again, she nurtures her desires and passions at the same time in the love relationship. She definitely tries to bring out the best in the others, no matter who and where she is at the point in time. And she is a person who is basically desired by many people at the same time. So, what I'm trying to say here is that is the theme of your month, okay? And if you can do this in the right way, as I said, you will be able to bring back justice to yourself and to your love life and to the person who is in your significant other's energy at this point in time, guys, okay? So basically what I'm trying to say in here that you guys will have to look into yourself first before you can do anything else with your love life at this point in time, okay? But if you embody this energy, as I have told you, you will definitely be able to bring back that solid foundation of love in your life in the month of February 2019. Because this year, again, I'm repeating for the benefit of those who haven't heard me, this year 2019, guys, whatever you're doing, is going to be your foundation year, okay? And for Virgo too, as well, okay? Now, having said this, I'm going to jump right into the reading for you because of your significant other's energy who has a major arcana. In fact, there are two major arcanas, but this one I'm going to take up first. It's because this person, your significant other at this point in time, is not feeling all that great, guys. Okay? This person is very upset over situations that you might have created in your love life, or because of you, this person is kind of not happy at all in their higher self, okay? And that is because somewhere you have hurt them. In the past, in the present, doesn't matter, but they are licking their emotional wound at this point in time, okay? But at the same time, just because they are hurt, they are angry, they are upset, at the same time, they also are keeping their active compassion and care towards your love situation, towards you, Virgo, at the same time. Okay? Because they are kind of churning their emotional activity to a large degree at this point in time, where they are definitely trying to master their emotions in the right way, to lend a purity of their emotions, which will be actually spiritual. And basically, what this person is showing to you is that he or she is a caring person, okay? Is a therapist, is a guide, but at the same time, this person is hurt, angry, upset. Everything is working out in this area of their life at this point in time. But again, this person is definitely a person with strong individual and family values. Okay, so this is the middle card, and that's why I picked on this card before I'm going to look into the other cards for the significant other. But at this point in time, definitely, this is what is happening to this person, which is why this person is, again, like I said, is upset, is angry, is not feeling happy, and therefore he or she is kind of not paying attention to the wealth of their family. Okay, because this person is definitely in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that is the reason, she or he is doing all emotional activities at the same time, trying to keep themselves afloat the situation. But that is the reason why he or she is not being able to nurture their family obligations. They are not being able to seek their wisdom, okay? They are not being able to rest, to comfort themselves in their environment or in their home, because they feel that somewhere in their love relationship at this point, you guys are lacking your loyalty and faithfulness. Okay? But at the same time, this person is kind of holding on to her or his strength to look into the situation from the emotional point of view more so. And that's why they're working on their emotions to a larger degree than what they would have otherwise done. Okay? And at this point in time, this person is not even taking their family into consideration for the support that they need at this point in time, to give them that mental stability that they have to, or they need at this point. Okay, so basically they are working by themselves, Virgo. That's what I wanted to say. They are kind of doing this mastery, they are kind of doing their emotional healing But at the same time, they are trying to keep their compassion, their faith in the right order, even though they are not very happy about all situations at this point. And again, because of this reason, this person has definitely not been able to nurture themselves, okay, himself or herself. But again, they are not being able to look after their health, their body, their diet because of whatever they are doing. They are more so draining their emotions, and that is draining away the other resources from their life at this point in time, where they are not finding enough sustenance and enough nutrition to nourish themselves, okay? For them, at this point, they are not harvesting anything else but their emotions at this point. Because this person today, even though in the earlier days, this person could have been a practical person, but today, because of this topsy turvy situation, in their higher self, they have lost their practical side of their life, okay? Where they are not being able to keep in tune with all the changing stuff that is happening in their love life in the month of February 2019. And that's in their higher self towards this love situation, Virgo, which is, of course, what they don't want. They definitely want to bring back the love in their life in the right way. They want to socialize, they want to have fun, they want to take care of others, they want to be a social butterfly, they want to have all kinds of goodness in their life with the help of other people in this situation. Now, this could be one part of the story. The other part of the story, which might resonate with you guys, is it's all happening because in somebody's life too, again I said, might not resonate with everybody because there are two sides of this card. The other side is that there is a third party situation, which is what is affecting them at this point in time. So either or, this card can reflect two situations for people in their love life, okay? So whichever resonates with you guys, please take that and run with it, because this is what I'm looking at this point in time with regards to the situation of your significant other, Virgo. That the person is definitely kind of doing a lot of draining on their emotional aspect in their higher self at this point. Now, where are you, Virgos? You guys are definitely in a good place, okay? You guys are sitting here with your wisdom in your higher self, okay? You're trying to lend, not trying to, but I would say you're kind of putting a final rest and comfort to the areas that before has not been working in the right way. Okay, basically, what you're doing is you're creating a legacy in yourself. Okay, that legacy which is going to bring back your environment and your home, your loyalty and your faithfulness, your tradition, your love, your work, your family. That's what you want, and that's where you are at in the higher self, okay? You're trying to gather everything: your family, your home, your career, your love, your abundance, your prosperity, your finance, your wealth, your health. You are basically in a good energy, Virgo, okay? Whereas the other person is doing all the work and you are sitting in a very nice place at this point in time in your higher self. Basically, that is showing me that you are not worried about the other person, what they are doing at this point in time, because for you, what matters is right now is what you want, Virgo, okay? And what you are looking at this point in time. So now, I'm not saying that that is a selfish attitude, Virgo. It is probably a selfish attitude towards your love situation because you're not paying attention to the other person's discomfort. You're just kind of looking after yourself, okay? You basically you're working for yourself at this point in your higher area, Virgo, okay? And that's why I said in the beginning the theme of the month is you will have to work for everybody, especially for your love situation, especially for your significant other, to bring back the justice, because you alone will not be able to do this. Even though you may feel loved with your divine and things like that, with the transit of your Neptune, the house, the seventh house, everything is fine. But at the same time, when it concerns your practical side of the 3D, you definitely will have to clear and do justice to your higher self energy, Virgo. But you're doing this, again, as I said, you're doing this because you're doing it alone for yourself, and as well as the fact that you think that if you can keep yourself happy, you will be able to move things in the right situation. You will be able to protect people, you will be able to faithfully do your things. You're kind of being cautious in your movement at this point in time, but you're making careful plans to progress. You're not trying to rush in. You're protecting your investment in love. You're kind of seeking your wealth and stability in yourself, and you're applying your mind to that particular area that you feel needs your attention in your everyday world more so than in any other situation. But that is not going to manifest your love in the right direction. It's good to work for yourself in the higher area, Virgo. It's good to be a little selfish sometimes in the higher area as well. But when it comes down to the actual part of your story where you require your love to manifest in the right direction, for justice to step in into your love zone, you will definitely have to work for your significant other as well to bring about that balance in your love situation, guys. Okay, that's the reason in your crossing energy or in your heart energy, you guys both, you'll are wanting some magic to happen in your love life, because you'll know that things what they seem at this point in time is, I mean, it's kind of making you work with it, but again, it's not all there. Okay, so that's the reason why you want to instigate big changes in your life, because that if you can use all the resources in the right way, you will be able to control and manipulate every situation that is not working in your love life to the best of its ability. Okay? And that is the reflection that you guys are doing in your heart. Okay? Where you're also at the same time channeling your energies towards the divine intention. You're putting your energy, you're putting your will, you're putting your resources that is focused towards one goal to bring back that stability and justice in your life. That's your primal urge at this point, for which in your heart, you guys are definitely making your plans. Y'all are definitely trying to take action. Y'all both want that at the same time. But again, like I said, for the Virgos especially, guys, you'll have to watch out, because if you definitely want that magic to happen, you will have to do the magic yourself to a certain extent. Okay, so therefore this is the crossing energy of the heart, where both the people are feeling the same primal urge to change the situation in their love area. And that is the reason, as I said, they are looking for ways to do that. They're looking for inspirations, they're looking for the divine spark. Sorry. They're looking for their passion, their drive, their ambition, their will, which can be directed towards resolving this issue, towards their love, with pure intention, of course, keeping their sexual desire, keeping their thrust of the excitement of life in their place, trying to raise their passion and the energy in love, which can begin their project of love and the stirrings in the right possible way. That's in their heart energy that they are working upon, but at the same time, they know there are limitations in their love life. Okay, and that is where they're both feeling kind of trapped, kind of, being kept inside the energy of the Eight of Sword. But again, with this card, guys, I need to tell you one thing, that it might look it is a trapped situation, but it is not that the situation cannot be overruled. Okay. you can definitely overrule the situation by doing the right thing to call in for justice, to free the situation to move forward. Okay, so this gives you this way, that way kind of a situation, this card. Okay, so though you guys, you all know at this point in time that you all are not being able to do things in the right order because of whatever situation is persisting in your love empire. But at the same time, like I said, nothing is impossible with if you can do the right justice to this love situation at this point in time by using your power and freeing yourself from any kind of adverse situation that is not working for you in your heart area, to free your heart to move towards a better prospect, to give yourself a kind of a rebirth situation, because you definitely both are in a power and leadership authority role. Okay, you have that position, you have that structure, you have that order. You just have to apply the law to abide with those rules and regulations. Okay, to create that activity to resolve the conflict through your power, through your courage, through your ambition. Okay, that is what you need to do to free yourself in your heart area, guys, because it's very important at this point in time, like I said, that Virgos, you definitely will have to keep in mind a lot of things at this point for you to resolve the issues in your love life. Okay, to bring back the justice and the harmony in your love life at this point in time. That is the reason your foundation energy in your soul, because of all this kind of situation in your higher self, the energy in your soul is not giving you that thrill to move forward. Okay, it's not letting you chase that adventure. It is not sexually stimulating your desires anymore at this point in time in your soul at this moment. Okay, you're not being able to put your resources into use in your soul area, which could otherwise have been the kind of a situation like jack of all trades, putting everything in the right place. But you're not being able to do that because to you, this kind of a situation is draining your energy, especially for the significant other in the month of February 2019. Okay, so this is stopping your passion in your soul, even though your heart says that you can do a lot of things. But when your soul is concerned, you're not being able to end this kind of a competition that you both guys are facing in your love situation at this point, or conflict, or competition, or kind of a battle situation that is taking and draining this kind of an energy where you're not being able to comply with one another or agree with one another on certain situations in your love life at this point in the month of February 2019, guys. And that is the reason I said to Virgos right, right in the beginning that you guys will definitely have to work in the right direction to bring back the right amount of love in your life, because that is what you guys in the cosmic world, even though you might not feel the need for it at this point in time, that's what I'm saying. But again, it's not about the need, it's all about the necessity of doing things in the right order. Now, again, having said that, in the past, guys, Virgos, you guys had been deceiving this love area. You all were acting in the shadows. You all were not being honoring this love situation. You had been kind of deceiving the entire situation of love, okay, in the past. Sorry. You were kind of telling this person, your significant other, that I'm all there, but at the same time, you weren't. You were not visible, okay? I mean, you were visible, but you were in the shadows, okay? So basically, you were dishonoring this love. You were not respecting the other person's situation, nor were you respecting your love situation, which is why, even though you were pining for love in the past, you were not being able to bring it back in your zone because of this kind of a deceive attitude that you had in yourself with regards to your love situation in the past, which of course, even though you were obsessed to bring it back, the cosmic world was not allowing you to bring it back for yourself, okay? Because the cosmic world is all about justice, guys. Whatever you do in the real world, you think it is victory for you. But I have seen that right or wrong, in the longer run, is taken care of by the cosmic world. So what you think is victory for you may not at all be victory. It could be only temporary. So going forward, you will know for sure, you will realize that your victory was very short lived. Okay? By deceiving somebody else, by doing something wrong, dishonoring the situation of love, you were creating more complex situations in your life in the past, which of course had drained your energy and had taken your love away, even though you wanted the love back, even though you had every obsession and desire to bring the right love situation back into your life. But because of your attitude towards that love area, it definitely kind of took away the fertility as well in the everyday world. You were not able to give birth to your love. You had no foundations. You destroyed that fruitful foundation of love, okay, in the most innocuous ways, okay, doing the most innocuous things, okay. You were not being able to see through the awakenings and the new beginnings of life that you would have otherwise seen if you were in the right place at the right time in the past, okay. But again, you refused to be the eternal student who could have brought back the fullness of the situation in the right way had you not been deceiving or creating this kind of a sneaky situation for yourself as far as your love area in the past was concerned, which of course you were doing because you had things to hide, okay. You had the terror, you had the fear, you had the dread, you were scared to open up and talk about it. You knew about it, you knew intuitively, you knew about all those things, and that is the reason you were trying to manipulate the situation of your love in the past in such a way that you don't have to face these ordeals. Okay, so that is what you were doing in the past energy, guys. But again, having said this, right is always right, wrong is always wrong. So definitely for me, you guys were not doing the right thing. That is where I'm pointing out to this card in here is you will have to do the right thing going forward, guys, because otherwise you won't be able to bring back justice into your love life. Okay. Having said this, your physical 3D energy is that you're trying to hold on to whatever you have at this point in time. Okay, you're trying to hold on to your wealth, to your possessions, to your spirituality, to even the little bit of love that is perhaps flowing into your zone in whatever direction you feel that you can take it and keep it. You're basically claiming ownership to your abundance of wealth, of power, of supremacy, of authority, of manifestation of your love. You're basically claiming ownership to that. And how you're doing it is by using your possessions and strength in the right way, using your resources in the right way, okay. Your strength is actually being used to defend what you don't have and what you have, okay, and how you can hold on to it, what you can gain out of it, how you can save it, how you can possess things that you have built with your resources going, in the past as well. Okay. So in the physical energy, that is what you guys are trying to do because you all know that things are not in the right order for you. So that is the reason you guys are trying to hold on to whatever you have at this point in time, and that you are doing with a lot of meditation, prayer, resting your mind, taking a pause, seeking answers in your meditating as, kind of a mode at this point in time, trying to keep your mind free of all its worries. You want to heal. It's going like you're retreating into yourself to heal your wound as well. Okay, you're thinking, but at the same time, you're thinking of new resolutions that is going to bring in back your harmony and some of the ideas that is coming to you from the depth of your still mind in the month of February 2019, which is, of course, helping you to shake off the energy of being lonely or being felt alone. You're trying to connect with the divine, like I said early in the beginning while I was doing the reading for from your horoscope. I said that you're trying to connect with the divine by feeling that even if other people are not being able, or my significant other is not being able to provide that amount of love to me, I will definitely be able to keep myself loved because I'm connecting with the divine. And that by doing that, what you're doing in your physical energy is you're trying to shake off the feeling of being left out in the cold, the feeling of being alone, the feeling of knowing that at the end of the day, you do not have the real love in the 3D. Okay, that's what you're trying to do with your higher, with your physical energy in the month of February 2019, guys. And I think that is nothing wrong, because sometimes in life you definitely have to comply and understand why people do certain things, why people want certain things, why people are asking for certain things, and you're not being able to fulfill that. And while you're not being able to fulfill that, you are connecting, you're trying to connect with the divine in order to bring yourself back into the right place of harmony in the 3D energy, guys. Now, going forward in the month of February towards the end, you guys are going to be the warrior. You all have definitely been wounded in this love area by now. This is the end of Feb, beginning of March. You're licking your wounds at the same time you're wounded with this love situation, okay? But at the same time, you're preserving your strength because you have the perseverance and the strength of your will. You're not giving up. You're not letting things just go away from you, despite all the loss and the injury in your love life that you have been facing. You are fighting, but you know that you're fighting a losing battle at the same time. And that is the way you're conserving your energy for the moment when you know you can truly put your actions, your words into actions, guys, okay? So that is what you're doing, because again, you know your situation, your love situation is quite volatile. So any moment it can happen that things might just go out of your hand and you might lose control of whatever that you were holding on to at this point in time. Okay, so that's the fear, that's the insecurity, that you're defending with your will, strength, and power that the universe has given you to apply in the right way. At the same time, you're also trying to bring back that balance in your love, guys. Okay, that balance in yourself. Like I said, in your higher self energy, you're kind of acting, I would say, like I said, it kind of acting selfish. And that is what you're trying to rectify going forward in the month, towards the end of the month and beginning of next month, because you know that this situation will otherwise not resolve if you cannot bring back yourself in the right way by avoiding any kind of excessive behavior, okay? By avoiding any kind of excessive virtue or even vice, or using too much of virtue instead of vice. Like, sometimes people want to do only good for others. I want to think good of others, I want to think good for others, but you don't realize that sometimes by doing only good, even you can be exploited. Okay? So for Virgos, you need to keep your vice and virtue in a place of balance at the same time. Somewhere in the middle, from where you will be able to see and feel the different approaches towards your life, you definitely need to meditate, guys. Definitely. Because again, this is a card which calls for the balancing of the unity of the opposing forces in order to create something. So this card is definitely a big time message for you guys going forward. Okay, you cannot be always good, 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 or you cannot be always bad, 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 bad. You will have to keep a balance between the good or the bad, good and the bad, or else you will get exploited in your daily life. And that kind of an exploitation in your daily life will take a toll on your love life, guys. Okay, so that's the news for Virgos in this period. And at the same time, you will definitely have to rebuild and start building on your love situation once again, because you know that things are not in the right order. So balance yourself in the right way, defend and conserve your strength in the right way, work towards building back the love in the right way, because that is what you definitely have to start doing towards the latter part of the month and beginning of February, to bring back your happiness, abundance, prosperity, fulfillment, joy, everything in your love life. But again, justice. Justice will come back to you if you can do, Virgos, if you can act in the right way. To do and to hear and do things in the right way. That would be my advice, by not controlling anymore of this situation. Okay, don't control your virtues so much, that you don't have any vice, or don't control your vice so much that you don't have any virtues in yourself. Okay, so keep that limitation, keep that balance. Do not try to over control, overpower any situations for your love life, Virgos, or else it's going to definitely take a toll on you, and you do not want that to happen, because again, you are being blessed by the universe to take the right call of action. So please listen to it, hear it out, do the things in the right order to bring back whatever is not there in your love life at this point in time. Going forward, keep away the temptation of doing things in the wrong way, guys. Okay, use your desire in the right way. Okay, create that contract, create that bond between people. Okay, fight your inner demons at this point. Okay, because again, otherwise you will become a slave to your demons. Okay, keep those darkest part. This would be my advice as well. Keep the darkest part of yourself away at this point, because your overambitious nature in love, Virgo, can also hurt people. Okay, and please don't glorify your ego or the lust for life in a very wrong way, because that again will take a toll on your love life, guys. Okay, so keep these kind of messages, keep this kind of guidance in your area of love, because you definitely are looking to bring back every kind of prosperity into your love life. Now, having said that, in your environment, you are definitely again feeling that lost situation. Okay, you're not happy about this. But this is the apex card. This is right, like, you're suffering, your fear, you're suffering, your pain, your tears, your guilt is literally coming to an end in the environment. Okay, because you have been going through these challenges in life, okay, for a long time in your environment. And that even you're feeling at this point, but again, it's kind of waning out. You're kind of weaning it away. That's what I would like to say here, okay? You're not going to pay much attention to it. You're kind of slowly putting those kind of energies to rest in your environment, okay? And you're putting up a hard fight to kill this at the same time. Okay, you're not standing against any oppression in your environment. You're not going to stand against any bullying part in your love life, in your environment. You're standing up in your love life, in your environment. You're standing up for what you believe in. Okay, but at the same time, you're supporting the underdog. You're giving everything in overcoming an obstacle that is again coming in your love life, to build a defense against situations, and you're having that ability to face that opposition with your courage and with your strength. Okay, it's basically your environment is giving you a cause to live for, to bring back the world of happiness, the celebration, the joy, the fulfillment, the love, everything that you so truly want from your environment in the month of February 2019, guys. Virgo, it's the environment is supporting you, you know. So you will have to work in the right way, but keep in mind, when the love actually flows in from your environment, you will have to honor that love. You cannot deceive, you cannot fool that love anymore. You cannot play your dual games on love anymore. So when the world brings you back your love in the environment, you will have to learn to honor and respect that love situation, or else again there will be chances of you losing it. And the environment is allowing you to move towards this area of your life, to killing this pain, suffering, guilt, to standing up for what you believe in the right way, putting up a hard fight, battling against oppressions, to bring back the world of happiness in your life. And again, warning you at the same time, when this all happens, when the love starts to flow back, please learn to honor that love. Okay? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't take it for granted. Don't fool the other person, telling that person that you love them, but at the same time, your true love is not there. So if you mean business, do it, Virgos. Otherwise, things will go out of your hand, and the environment is permitting you to move forward in your love zone, giving you all the support from your environment in the right order in the month of February 2019. And I think it's a good energy, guys, because again, like I said, everything happens for a reason, but again, you have to take care to see that you, Virgo, you guys are doing justice to this love situation. Again, as I said, or else you won't be getting back what you want. I'm going back to this card in here, guys, okay? Now, having said this, your hope and fear, guys, what is it? Your hope and fear is that you will be able to bring back the thrill in your life. You will come back to your own natural self of, crackling up some energy, good energies in your love life. You should be able to seek sexual stimulation in your love life, You should be good, you should be famous, you should be renowned. Basically, you should be a jack of all trade, You should have that spirit of the adventure, of passion in yourself, in reality. And that's your hope and fear, that if things work out, it's all good for you. If you can do things in the right way, it will all work out. What if things don't work out for you? Okay, so that's your hope and fear situation. And again, you are not resisting any change with this situation, because even though it's hope and fear, you're still going to be sticking on with your thrill, with your passion, trying to bring them back in the right order in this hope and fear situation. Okay, so you will definitely be able to work towards the success story in the month of February 2019, and you're not moving away from this. You're not getting scared, you're not taking a flight, you're sticking to that place to work through this area, to bring back the justice, to bring back your dignity, to bring back your pride, to console and heal the other person's energy. You're still sticking on to your ground, guys, okay? And that's what you will be doing. But at the same time, the outcome is, like I said, justice will come to you only when you do your right action to give birth to this love area. But at this point in time, it's happening slowly, and that is the reason you are not being able to give birth to your love life right away in the month of February 2019, because you will have to go through this process. As I told you in the earlier part of the reading, Neptune with your karmic house, this process is very gradual. It doesn't happen overnight, okay? So you will have to keep working on this area with your vitality, with your beauty, with your unconditional love, that you will be able to slowly console and bring back the energy of the significant other in the right way, to bring back yourself in the right way, to bring back justice in the right way, to do things in your environment in the right way, to heal yourself in the environment in the right way before you are able to give birth to your love area going forward, not right now, to bring back that victory and joy that you have been wanting for a very long time and working upon it. But again, guys, Virgos, please remember that um, it's not an overnight process. Okay, it's going to take you time. You are learning, even you are learning. You know, you're a student at this point in time. You're learning to travel towards your victory, and that's going to definitely take you time. But again, you know, if you don't start the process, you will never be able to finish the work or finish the project. So that's my advice. Take it, run with it, look into it, do a soul search for yourself in the right order, to seek your spiritual strength and wisdom in the right order, to again bring back what is not there in your love life at this point in time. With this, Khuda Hafiz, goodbye, God bless, guys.